What if the creator of the universe was watching your every step, not to control your choices, but to examine your heart? The question of predestination versus free will has puzzled minds for centuries, yet Jehovah's Word provides profound clarity. In Genesis, we see Jehovah coming down to inspect the actions of mankind, from the Tower of Babel to the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah. He does not impose his will but observes, allowing human choices to unfold. He tests the faith of Abraham, revealing that our decisions demonstrate what resides in our hearts. As Proverbs 15:3 says, "The eyes of Jehovah are everywhere, watching both the bad and the good." This is a God who calls us to accountability, not as puppets, but as individuals gifted with free will. His throne in the heavens is not a seat of coercion, but of judgment and mercy. He promises, "Draw close to God and he will draw close to you," James 4:8, and urges us to seek him while he may be found. So are our lives predestined, or do we have the freedom to choose? Today we will explore Jehovah's Word to uncover the truth about his sovereignty and our responsibility. Stay tuned as we dive into this divine mystery and discover how our choices shape our relationship with the Almighty. Let's begin this journey into the depths of Jehovah's wisdom. Then Jehovah went down to see the city and the tower that the sons of man had built. Genesis chapter 11, verse 5. Then Jehovah said, "The outcry against Sodom and Gomorrah is indeed great, and their sin is very heavy. I will go down to see whether they are acting according to the outcry that has reached me, and if not, I can get to know it." Genesis chapter 18, verses 20 and 21. Now after this, the true God put Abraham to the test, and he said to him, "Abraham," to which he replied, "Here I am." Then he said, "Take please your son, your only son whom you so love, Isaac, and travel to the land of Moriah, and offer him up there as a burnt offering on one of the mountains I will designate to you." Genesis chapter 22, verses 1 and 2. Then he said, "Do not harm the boy, and do not do anything at all to him. For now I do know that you are God-fearing, because you have not withheld your son, your only one, from me." Genesis chapter 22, verse 12. "And you, Solomon, my son, know the God of your father and serve him with a complete heart and with a delightful soul. For Jehovah searches through all hearts, and he discerns every inclination of the thoughts. If you search for him, he will let himself be found by you, But if you leave him, he will reject you forever. 1 Chronicles chapter 28, verse 9. I well know, O my God, that you examine the heart, and that you take pleasure in integrity, in the uprightness of my heart. 1 Chronicles chapter 29, verse 17. For the eyes of Jehovah are roving about through all the earth to show his strength in behalf of those whose heart is complete toward him. 2 Chronicles chapter 16, verse 9. For he will reward a man according to what he does, and bring upon him the consequences of his ways. Job chapter 34, verse 11. Jehovah is in his holy temple. Jehovah's throne is in the heavens. His own eyes see, his watchful eyes examine the sons of men. Psalm chapter 11, verse 4. But Jehovah looks down from heaven on the sons of men to see whether anyone has insight, whether anyone is seeking Jehovah. Psalm chapter 14, verse 2. Jehovah looks down from heaven. He sees all the sons of men. From his place of residence he gazes on the inhabitants of the earth. He is the one forming the hearts of all. He examines all their works. Psalm chapter 33, verses 13 through 15. For the ways of man are before the eyes of Jehovah. He examines all his paths. The wicked one is ensnared by his own errors, and he will be caught in the ropes of his own sin. He will die for lack of discipline and go astray because of his excessive foolishness. Proverbs chapter 5, verses 21 through 23. The eyes of Jehovah are everywhere, watching both the bad and the good. Proverbs chapter 15, verse 3. If you say, "But we did not know about this," does not the one who examines hearts discern it? Yes, the one who watches you will know and will repay each one according to his activity. Proverbs chapter 24, verse 12. Return to me, for I will repurchase you. Isaiah chapter 44, verse 22. Go out from Babylon, flee from the Chaldeans, announce it with a joyful cry, proclaim it, make it known to the ends of the earth. Isaiah chapter 48, verse 20. Search for Jehovah while he may be found. Call to him while he is near. Let the wicked man leave his way, and the evil man his thoughts. Let him return to Jehovah, who will have mercy on him. Isaiah chapter 55, verses 6 and 7. Just as no man has power over the Spirit or can restrain the Spirit, so no one has power over the day of death. Just as no one is discharged during a war, so wickedness will not allow those who practice it to escape. Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 8. I have seen something further under the sun, that the swift do not always win the race, nor do the mighty win the battle, nor do the wise always have the food, nor do the intelligent always have the riches, nor do those with knowledge always have success, because time and unexpected events overtake them all. Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 11. For man does not know his time. Just as fish are caught in an evil net and birds are caught in a trap, so the sons of men are ensnared in a time of disaster when it suddenly overtakes them. Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 12. Keep on asking, and it will be given you. Keep on seeking, and you will find. Keep on knocking, and it will be opened to you. Matthew chapter 7, verse 7. So Jesus said to them, My time has not yet arrived, but your time is always at hand. John chapter 7, verse 6. And he will pay back to each one according to his works everlasting life, to those who are seeking glory and honor and incorruptibleness, by endurance in work that is good. However, for those who are contentious and who disobey the truth but obey unrighteousness, there will be wrath and anger. Romans chapter 2, verses 6 through 8. Do not be misled. God is not one to be mocked. For whatever a person is sowing, this he will also reap. Galatians chapter 6, verse 7. Moreover, without faith it is impossible to please God well, for whoever approaches God must believe that he is, and that he becomes the rewarder of those earnestly seeking him. Hebrews chapter 11, verse 6. By faith Abraham, when he was tested, as good as offered up Isaac, the man who had gladly received the promises attempted to offer up his only begotten son. Hebrews chapter 11, verse 17. Draw close to God, and he will draw close to you. Cleanse your hands, you sinners, and purify your hearts, you indecisive ones. James chapter 4, verse 8. Come now, you who say, Today or tomorrow we will travel to this city and spend a year there, and we will do business and make some profit, whereas you do not know what your life will be like tomorrow. For you are a mist that appears for a little while and then disappears. James chapter 4, verses 13 and 14. I am the one who searches the innermost thoughts and hearts, and I will give to you individually according to your deeds. Revelation chapter 2, verse 23. Jehovah, the all-seeing Creator, examines the hearts of all mankind. From the building of Babel's tower to the testing of Abraham's faith, the Scriptures reveal a God who observes, discerns, and responds, not as one who forces outcomes, but as one who allows choices, holding each person accountable for their actions. The question of predestination versus free will is resolved in the harmony of God's sovereignty and our responsibility. Jehovah searches through all hearts, as written in 1 Chronicles 28:9. Yet he proclaims, "Return to me, for I will repurchase you." Isaiah 44:22. This is not the decree of a distant and controlling force, but of a loving Father who invites us to seek him. Jehovah's word assures us that while he knows the paths we take, he does not impose them upon us. Instead, his watchful eyes examine our works and reward us accordingly. Whatever a person is sowing, this he will also reap. Galatians 6:7. He observes the inclinations of our hearts, not to predetermine our choices, but to empower us to walk in faith, as Abraham did when he trusted Jehovah completely. Hebrews 11:17. The call is clear. Search for Jehovah while he may be found. Isaiah 55:6. The gift of free will is not a freedom from consequences, but an invitation to align ourselves with God's righteous ways. Jehovah leaves the door open, promising that those who draw close to him will find him drawing close in return. James 4:8. As you reflect on this message, remember, Jehovah's eyes are everywhere, watching the good and the bad. Proverbs 15:3. His throne in the heavens reminds us that while we may not know what tomorrow holds, we serve a God who is both just and merciful. Will you use your freedom to seek him, to knock, and to enter the door he opens? This is a message of hope and accountability, a reminder that our decisions matter and that Jehovah is always near. If you know someone struggling with doubt, uncertainty, or searching for purpose, share this wisdom with them. Let them see the beauty of a God who offers both guidance and freedom, who rewards faith and integrity. Don't wait for tomorrow, for we are but a mist that appears for a little while and then disappears. James 4:14. Today, take this message of Jehovah's love and justice to everyone you care about. The time is now to share the truth that transforms lives. Together, Let us shine His light in the hearts of those around us.